Good afternoon. Welcome to the Ethical Debate Case Scenario Number 5 by Seth, Jason, Darsha, and Peter.
Meet Tom. Tom is a 56-year-old man with a history of chronic renal failure and diabetes.
Unfortunately, Tom suffered respiratory arrest, which led him to be on a ventilator for 3 weeks.
After 3 weeks, Tom was weaned from the ventilator. Due to hypoxia, Tom suffered irreversible brain damage.
Tom currently receives 2 feedings 4 times a day in order to maintain hydration and nutrition. Tom has an advance directive that is in his private physician's medical record. A niece confides to the nurse that her uncle did not want to survive being a vegetable and unable to do anything for himself.
I think this is in his advance directive.
The physician is reluctant to discuss the advance directive with the family because he is a close personal friend. The family firmly wants to do anything to keep Tom alive. The wife has durable power of attorney for medical decisions. The niece wants your help as the nurse to adhere to her uncle's wishes.
There are many different viewpoints. Tom is unable to communicate his wishes, but he has an advance directive. His niece believes that her Uncle Tom does not want to remain alive with his significant brain damage, and she believes that this is stated in his advance directive. The physician is a personal friend of the family, and he does not want to go against the family's wishes.
The family wants to do everything to keep Tom alive. The wife wants to keep Tom alive and his power of attorney for medical decisions, and the nurse wants to find a solution.
The ethical principles involved in this case are autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and veracity. Autonomy. The patient has the right to refuse or choose their treatment. Tom expressed these rights within his advance directive, and those rights or wishes are thus legally binding to the healthcare team and Tom's wife as the durable power of attorney.
Beneficence. A practitioner should act in the best interests of the patient. Non-maleficence. Do no harm. Tom's physician, as well as supporting staff, such as nurses, have an ethical and legal responsibility to know and follow their patient's advance directive. The beneficence, non-maleficence principle is largely a balance of risk and benefit. It is not always clearly evident what is good and what is harmful.
Veracity, telling the truth. The principle of veracity is trust. The physician must be truthful in telling Tom's wife, as the durable power of attorney, what Tom's advance directive states and her legal responsibilities to follow Tom's advance directive wishes.
The relevant values to this case are altruism, autonomy, human dignity, integrity, and social justice.
Altruism is the concern for the welfare of others. The players include the physician, nurse, and all other hospital staff. The staff has a responsibility to give care for Tom with concern for his welfare.
Autonomy is the right to self-determination. Tom expressed these rights within his advance directives, and those rights and wishes are thus legally binding to the healthcare team and durable power of attorney.
Human dignity is respect for inherent worth and uniqueness of individuals and populations. The hospital staff should know and respect Tom's advance directive regardless of their personal feelings, such as the physician's close friendship with the family and Tom's current status as physically and mentally disabled. Integrity is acting in accordance with an appropriate code of ethics. The physician and nurse need to be honest with the durable power of attorney, which is Tom's wife, on Tom's condition and his advance directive wishes.
Social justice. Acting in accordance with fair treatment regardless of economic status, race, ethnicity, age, citizenship, disability, or sexual orientation. In this scenario, Tom's disability, which is brain damage, may influence unfair treatment or treatment against his advance directive wishes.
There are many rights involved in this case. These include informed consent, right to healthcare, right to privacy, and a right to refuse care. With informed consent, the wife, the durable power of attorney, has a right to be informed of any medical decisions or actions taken regarding her husband. The patient also has a right to healthcare. As the durable power of attorney, the wife has the right to accept or refuse medical care for her husband based on his advance directive. Patients also have the right to privacy. This is entailed in the laws regarding HIPAA.
A patient, lastly, has a right to refuse care. In this case, through his advance directive, Tom has the right to refuse care in his current state. Many laws involved in this scenario. These include HIPAA, advance directives, which include living wills and healthcare proxies, and the Hawaii Revised Statutes 327E-3 Section G. It also involves the Right to Die statute, available in many states.
HIPAA is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act enacted in 1996. It focuses on the privacy and security of patient data, including standard formats for transmitting electronic patient information. It permits a provider to disclose non-identifiable patient data to a qualified patient safety organization for the purpose of analyzing medical errors. This applies to this case because the advance directive of Tom is also covered under HIPAA.
Advance directives are written instructions recognized under state law relating to the provision of healthcare when an individual is incapacitated. Hawaii Revised Statutes 327E-3 Section G states, an agent shall make a healthcare decision in accordance with the principal's individual instructions, if any, and other wishes to the extent known to the agent.
Many states also have right to die statutes. This means that in the case that a patient is incapacitated, they have a right to refuse treatment that is extraordinary. In this case, we considered three major options. These were to assist the niece, honor the wife's DPOA status, or contact the private physician. If we assist the niece, there are many ethical principles, values, and laws that we would be upholding.
However, if we did assist the niece, we would be violating HIPAA.
Our second option would be to honor the wife's DPOA status. The major benefit of this is we would be upholding her autonomy as DPOA.
However, we may also be violating Tom's autonomy if he specified different wishes in his advance directive. Our last option would be to contact the private physician of Tom and encourage him to discuss the advance directive with Tom's wife. This upholds many of the ethical principles, values, and laws involved in this case. The one major drawback to this is that we might violate the autonomy of Tom's wife as DPOA.
Our final decision is to contact the private physician to speak with Tom's wife about the advance directive and encourage her to uphold her husband's wishes. And this choice is based on an alternative that maintains the greatest ethical principles, values, rights, and upholds the law.
Wish I had told who was the only one. But it's too late. It's too late. She's gone.
You sweater, and I ain't talking about a Cool J. You a big L, and I ain't talking about Cool J. See me at the airport, at least 20 Louis. Treat me like the prince, and it's my sweet brother, know what I'm saying? Group to say I'm too choosy.